15 pounds under the heavyweight limit. Will the weight disadvantage make him an underdog against Greenspan, a fellow rookie looking to inflate his own record?
The #1 seeded middleweight Dead Blow has never won the big nut. He faces Twin Paradox, a rookie with devastating knockout power.
Another highly successful BattleBot looking to claim his first title is the #3 seeded heavyweight Voltronic. No driver can match Stephen Felk's intensity and desire. His first test is against Bacchus, an armed and dangerous new wedge.
The judge will be administering justice with a pneumatically actuated spiked hammer. He goes against Ramstein, the pneumatic nuisance from Miami, Florida. This Comedy Central Sports presentation of BattleBots is brought to you by Snapple, made from the best stuff on earth, and by Keystone Light, always smooth, never bitter.
We're back at the home of killer robot carnage, Treasure Island in San Francisco. Welcome, everybody. I'm Tim Green along with Bill Dwyer, and we've got another outstanding slate full of smash-mouth robot combat. There's a rookie super heavyweight coming up that you're going to love.
If a man can truly love a robot, Tim, it's the judge. He won 2 qualifying bouts, won by knockout.
In his first official tournament bout, he faced No Apology. Take a look at how that match went. They circle each other, and the judge maneuvers next to No Apologies and rides him hard into the spike strip. Then, bang!
Bang indeed! Then, piercing No Apologies without regret. Look at that smoke. Have you ever seen a sorrier-looking robot?
The judge is going up against veteran Ramstein in our first bout this evening. How do they match up, though?
This is Ramstein's 3rd BattleBot season. It's 4-2 and beat half gas by a knockout in an earlier bout. Yasha Little brings the judge from Austin, Texas. He entered heavyweight juggernaut in an earlier BattleBots competition, but took time off to go to engineering school. Looks like hitting the books really paid off.
Both robots are in their squares.
Irresistible force meet immovable object. Let's hear it for Ramstein.
Notice the additional titanium plate covering the top of Ramstein.
And in the blue square, if it wasn't for his killer instincts and tendency to get physically violent, he'd be a delightful dinner companion. Instead, he's the judge.
Dual sheets Kevlar held in place, 400 machine screws to distribute force.
The box is locked, the lights are on, it's robot fighting time.
Both these robots susceptible to the other one's weapon. Ramstein, you can see how quick he comes out. He can pierce that Kevlar skin of the judge.
Both these big boys positioning themselves for a fatal blow. Ramstein with his ram, the judge with his deadly gavel.
The judge, builder Yasha Little, thinks he looks like a big suitcase.
Ramstein. Oh, and the judge brings down the hammer.
Imagine rolling him through the airport. Sure, you're gonna have to check that. Yeah, you tell him.
Ramstein.
Oh, man, you see it coming, don't you?
Look out! The judge has that hammer swinging. Ramstein perilously close to the pulverizer.
Nailed him!
How about that titanium shell, though, protecting Ramstein?
He's getting in the wheel now. I see a dent in that titanium, and that's it.
A dent, but no puncture.
No bot is held up under the judge's hammer.
Head to head, Ramstein up underneath the judge. I think if this is a pushing match, Ramstein has the advantage.
I'll tell you, the judge has shown some great driving abilities. He's got car-style driving, and he is moving around the box. Oh, deflected! Another dent for no damage!
Ramstein loses a wheel on the kill saw!
You can see that's one of his center wheels.
Judge perilously close to the pulverizer.
The judge taking 4 hard shots from the pulverizer. I don't think this is part of his strategy, Green.
Adding insult to injury, I think this one is hasta la vista,
That's it,
baby.
the judge being counted out. Bailiff, look at Team Loki. They are thrilled. They just beat the robot that most people consider the most dangerous super heavyweight. There's the judge with that first hit. Merely dented the titanium. That's when he got in the center wheel.
And then there's the pulverizer, finishing off the judge, and Ramstein ramming it home.
Bill, lay out the battle stats.
Laid out for all to see. Ramstein got 8 slams into the judge's 4. The judge nailed Ramstein 6 times with that hammer and got spiked once. And Ramstein got in 2 lifts before the pulverizer got real busy.
Randy and Jason Sklar are with Yasha.
325 pounds of robot, and it all comes down to this. The on-off key fell out inside while you were getting hammered in the corner. That's a tough loss. It's tough to take.
Yeah, I would have rather been pounded to pieces than have the on-off key fall out.
Amazing. So
Our
Judge,
verdict, you guys are awesome and you will be
you
back.
know what? And they're in contempt of court. I'll say that right now.
You guys rock. You won. Congratulations. I see that you lost a tire there, though.
It's okay. It's just a middle wheel. We took one hit right there. He went through clearly, as you can see. And we took him. We filled him full of holes. We took him to the hammers, and we won. It was a tough match.
Well, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
When we come back, we took a field trip to the zoo to learn more about death by monkeys.
Grant Imahara is getting dead blow ready to tangle with Twin Paradox. Better get that wheel on real fast.
For more information on BattleBots and how you can enter a fighting robot in a BattleBots competition, log on to BattleBots.com. Our combatants are entering the ring. Deadblow with that quick hammer.
And Twin Paradox armed with that spinning disc that can reach 3,000 RPM.
The judge just lost a tough fight to Ramstein in the super heavyweight division. Now we have another hammer arm BattleBot, this one a middleweight. It's Deadblow. And for more on him, let's check in with our technical expert, Bill Nye.
Deadblow is always evolving. Originally armed with a machine steel sledgehammer, he switched to a weighted titanium arm. Now he's added anti-wedge side flaps and a spring-loaded flipping attachment. So after he smashes you, he can put you on your back.
Deadblow is relentless when he gets on his opponent. In an earlier match against Spinster, he was unflinching in the face of those spinning blades. Rookie Twin Paradox is going to wish he had a twin in there with him. What can you tell us about him, Bill?
Michael Neeson's undefeated Twin Paradox fought 3 qualifying fights and won a first-round bout against Thwack, proving that that spinning disc is deadly effective. Deadblow is the #1 ranked middleweight. There isn't much Grant hasn't seen in the battle box. He needs to prove he's not just a contender, but a true champion.
Both robots are in their squares and powered up. Let's go down to the box.
First, in the red square. Oh, sure, it looks real pretty and shiny right now, but remember, pretty, shiny things kill, too. Introducing Deadblow.
In Deadblow's previous match against Spinster, all of his drive axes were sheared.
And
Still
it's the
won.
blue square. He's a fighter, not a lover, and damn proud of it. Here is Twin Paradox.
Paradox normally with a blade in front, replaced that for this fight with a plow.
The box is locked, the lights are on. It's robot fighting time.
Deadblow comes out fast and furious with a hammer swinging.
He always does. That hammer's up and down. He's never stopped. Relentless.
Twin Paradox with that deadly circular blade in back and the plow in front. Hellraisers.
I'll tell you, that plow, to me, that just looks like plenty of room for Deadblow to get in and lift and pop.
Killsword. Damaging, tossing Deadblow about the box.
That was a titanium anti-wedge skirt you saw flying across the box.
Here comes Twin Paradox grinding away with his blade.
He's got a circular spinning blade and uncircular wheels.
Twin Paradox is wobbling on his wheels. Dead blow with a direct shot.
Dead blow. You know, I've seen enough BattleBots fights to know that if Dead blow's not moving around this BattleBot, something is wrong, Tim.
Dead blow with only his hammer to save him. Oh! And the
By the hammer. Die by the pulverizer. 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dead blow out. Take a look at the replay. Dead blow early on in the fight, taking a ride on the kill sauce right there, and then woo! Titanium skirt goes flying.
And then you see Dead blow in a futile attempt with his hammer before being driven into the pulverizer by Twin Paradox.
He never quit, though. Never quit.
Randy and Jason Sklar are with Mike Neese outside the box.
Michael, tough fight. You beat the champion.
Big upset.
You beat number one in the weight class there. That's a big upset there. Did you kind of hang back and let the ring do its thing?
I mean, he was getting hammered pretty good, so it looks like he was dead anyway.
That's right. You did these twins proud.
That's right.
Moving on. Congratulations.
Thank you.
When we come back, Greenspan and I-Beam demonstrate the 3 rules of BattleBots. Devastation, devastation, devastation.
Do not construct or operate a robot or BattleBot without proper supervision.
Nothing's as power and terror like Greenspan.
That was Steve Brown, the builder of Greenspan, reference, of course, to Fed Chairman Alan Greenspan.
Or Mrs. Greenspan. They also have the phrase, "Who's next?" printed on their robot. Pretty cocky for rookies. You'll find out where this confidence comes from after you've been in the garage with Steve Brown. He's a champion Pinewood Derby builder.
Undefeated car. This car here beat every car in its class.
If you think there aren't similarities between metal mashing BattleBots and those little wooden cars, guess again. They both demand blood, sweat, and tears from their builders.
The night before one of these matches, similar to BattleBots incidentally, I don't sleep. You have to work within a certain weight limit. There's one weight class, and it's 6 ounces. I'll spend 2 days just on the wheels for the car. And then we have our own seriously accurate scales that we weigh them on. And it's a little Pinewood Derby car. It's not like, you know, my kid's life's depending on it, but I get so tense. I'm watching it in slow-mo. And then I'm willing the car to come on. So I'm in this about $10. My Greenspan robot I'm into for about $10,000 overall. This is about as much fun, but it's a lot cheaper than building a BattleBot.
Greenspan's going up against fellow rookie I-Beam. How do they look on paper, Bill?
Sketchy on paper, Tim. I-Beam has only one qualifying fight, but it was a decisive win by knockout in 1:45. He's only 197 pounds, and the limit is 210. He's sacrificing weight for speed. Greenspan's got that scary hammer mill and also has a 13-pound advantage over I-Beam. We got 2 inexperienced bots, both very aggressive. Should be some sparks flying.
Introducing
Let's go box side with Mark
the red
Biro.
Square to my right. It derives pleasure from hearing the woeful lamentations of its slain opponent's women. Give it up for Greenspan.
Builder Stephen Brown's 9-year-old son TJ acts as a spy in the pits.
The blue square, quite simply put, you scream, I scream, we all scream for I-Beam.
Monsieur Dubois' Rambot, nothing fancy, just a literal 80-pound I-Beam.
There's the spy. Checks on other bots, reports back to the old man.
The box is locked, the lights are on. It's robot fighting time.
I-Beam coming out hard and heavy with his ram.
Greenspan about 5 seconds to get up to speed. Just an absolutely incredible weapon.
Sparks already flying. But how much damage can Greenspan do to an I-Beam?
Those blades hang off that hammer mill. Centrifugal force whips them out, so when they hit, they come back a little bit. So the force isn't generated back into Greenspan. It's an incredible weapon.
Greenspan taking a shot from the distance. Pushing, shoving.
I-Beam has got to show some speed here.
He's got speed, but he's not been able to bring a direct blow to Greenspan. Sparks flying, Greenspan pushing I-beam toward the corner. Toward the pulverizer. I-beam in trouble. I-beam.
What can a pulverizer do to an I-beam? Man, that is good driving by Greenspan, using both weapons so effectively. I loved it! 3, 2. Is that it? Wow, impressive! You, my friend. Tim Green, you've got to love Greenspan. All right, replay time. Here we see Greenspan showing the power of that weapon. Look at those sweet sparks flying and pushing I-beam, and that I-beam is starting to crack.
And then it's the pulverizer finishing I-beam off.
Look at him.
The beam is intact, but the body is beaten.
The battle stats tell it all.
They always tell all. Maneuverability from the rookie Greenspan led him to dominate all categories, especially weapons, getting in 18 shots with his hammer mill before the untimely demise of I-beam. Scoring a 1 in each category will not get the job done.
And as you said, my friend, when sparks fly,
robots die.
Many more robot fatalities to come.
TazBot meets up with Gold Digger, and Bacchus and Voltronic arm wrestle to the death. We'll be right back. And who doesn't remember this classic moment? Lightweight Backlash takes on Disposable Hero. Backlash's brutal dismantling of Disposable Hero will forever be remembered as a classic moment by a BattleBots champion.
Welcome back to BattleBots. The tournament has been progressing, so we'll update you on some earlier matches. In a lightweight bout, Dr. Inferno Jr. took on Bad Habit.
Yeah, Dr. Inferno gave a clinic to Bad Habit. He took him to the kill saws, then he took him to the pistons, then the favorite hazard of all this season, the pulverizer. Dr. Inferno Jr. moves ahead, looking stronger than ever before.
Rookies Sisyphus and Death by Monkeys are in the box, about to start. Bill's got more.
Sisyphus comes out of Houston, Texas. Builders Daniel Fernandez and Justin Lollinger have managed to win 2 qualifying bouts and their first official tournament bout. They have 1 knockout in their undefeated record. Death by Monkeys builder Robert Farrow has displayed incredible power in the battle box and knocked out every one of his opponents in both the qualifying fights and official tournament action.
Mark Biro's got the intros.
Fighting robots is game, but there's no bot that he can't tame. It's Sisyphus.
Sisyphus sounds like an exotic disease, but it's nothing fancy. Just a wedge and a plow.
In the blue square, he'll pound away till you're down on your knees begging for mercy, pretty please. Here is Death by Monkeys.
Builder Robert Farrow lists as his greatest influence Charles Darwin.
Stop the evolution because the box is locked, the lights are on, it's robot fighting time. Oh, Sisyphus is tossed by the kill saws.
Look at these 2 bots. 2 quick bots flying across the box, not showing a lot of driving
Death by
skills.
Monkeys with a nice punch to the side of Sisyphus. A second punch. Death by Monkeys the aggressor. Death by Monkeys avoiding kill saws. Sisyphus gets another shot from the kill saws.
And he's beautifully avoiding that wedge of Sisyphus. He's just coming around the side, letting the kill saws do the work now.
Sisyphus dropping back early by points. Death by Monkey using his claws.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Tossed again. Death by Monkeys with outstanding maneuverability. Oh, they both take a shot.
Sisyphus just had Death by Monkeys up on his back. Needed to bring him for a ride. He's dead now.
Sisyphus looks like he's out of commission. Death by Monkeys pushing him over the kill saws, doing damage.
Crowd screaming for Sparks.
Death by Monkeys.
Lining him up.
It's a horrible way to go. Death by Monkeys pushing Sisyphus toward the pulverizer. The pulverizer salivating.
9. 2 more pops. 7. Don't count him out yet.
5. It's a horrible way to go.
Death by pandas, perhaps worse. Here we go. Death by monkeys right up over that nice effective wedge, but Sisyphus taking a ride on the kill saws.
Death by Monkey's doing a great job of maneuvering Sisyphus around the box.
And then both in a shower of sparks. Didn't affect Death by Monkeys.
Death by Monkeys gets his 4th knockout.
I'll tell you, he handled Sisyphus like he was pushing a rock down a mountain.
Death by Monkeys' Robert Farrell majored in animal behavior and studied the sexual behavior of monkeys in grad school, hence the name. We went to Seattle to find out more.
You don't want to get into a fight with a monkey. Monkeys never fight fair.
Monkeys may look cute, they may look cuddly, and a lot of the time they may be very sweet, but if they get angry, watch out. They can tear you to pieces.
The Gwinnett monkey is not concerned with its own safety. It'll just leap through 20 to 30 feet, go right at you, and they'll kill you in a second.
For most monkeys, if you smile at them, they think that's a threat. You're showing your teeth, and it's a threat.
That is a monkey. He could kill you. Not only can they kill you, they're disgusting. They take their crap, they smear it all over the walls, they'll throw it at you, they'll eat it. Gross. My advice to you, if God forbid you're attacked by a monkey, is to run as fast as you possibly can.
Profound words of wisdom. It just goes to show you these builders come from all walks of life, but they all have the same goal.
Taking home the giant nut.
Stick around, we've got a couple of 800-pound gorillas ready to rumble. TazBot versus Gold Digger and Voltronic taking on bots. We're in San Francisco, where, to paraphrase Mark Twain, the coldest winter I ever spent was a summer watching bone-chilling BattleBots. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Tim Green. Well, if you're just joining us and you love the pulverizer, like I do, throw yourself out the nearest window. You just missed 3 fights and death by hammer style.
That's right. The judge, I-beam, and do you believe this? #1 ranked dead blow, all out of the tourney after a sound bludgeoning, which means Ramstein, Greenspan, and Twin Paradox will all advance.
And none of the victors really having to do much work. A lot of self-inflicted damage.
A story as old as time itself. But let's get to the first of our 3 heavyweight conflicts. San Diego's Donald Hudson first built TazBot in 1996 and has upgraded it every year. Not overpowering, but TazBot has never been knocked out. Gold Digger comes to us from Long Beach, California. Randy Eubanks has beaten 2 opponents already in this tournament. In this fight, he needs to stay on TazBot and rack up those aggression points.
And now Mark Biro with the call.
Introducing in the red square to my right, the time has come for this robot to unleash its deadly fury, let loose its pin-up rage, and go Paulie Walnuts on his opponent. Here is TazBot.
Donald Hudson's newest change to TazBot, 4 new speed controllers. It's even quicker now.
And in the blue square, a lot like Anna Nicole Smith, but with a much bigger pickaxe. Here is Gold Digger.
Owner Randy Eubanks training his 9-year-old daughter Kathleen to start driving this bot soon. The box is locked, the lights are on, it's robot fighting time. Both bots come out swinging.
You know, I'm always talking about what a unique robot TazBot is. Well, here's Bill Nye with some specifics on one aspect of it.
You'll notice that TazBot cambers his polyurethane wheels. They're at about 60 degrees. This gives them a wider, more stable stance and allows the motor, which is connected directly to the wheels, to sit about an inch lower to the battle floor. A bot with a wider track and a lower center of gravity is harder to push around. It's that simple.
Thanks, Bill. Jump in anytime.
TazBot with the cambered wheels lifting Gold Digger up off the BattleBots floor.
TazBot to me is a BattleBot that almost defies description. What do you call him? So many weapons, so versatile. See the wedge on the back, lifting arm. It rotates 360 degrees, can be used as a thwack bot.
I smell some smoke. And I see Gold Digger on his back. TazBot lifting Gold Digger. Gold Digger on fire. Could it be, in all that equipment, Bill, does TazBot have a fire extinguisher?
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised with Taz.
Taz dropping Gold Digger onto the kill saws.
Oh, boy. Gold Digger. Not the most attractive bot, but so sturdy. Always so strong. This is unusual for him to not put up a fight at all.
TazBot taking a lead with lots of lifts, lots of damage by the kill saws to Gold Digger. TazBot clearly the aggressor. Both bots taking a blow from the kill saws.
Gold Digger's back on his wheels.
Gold Digger gets his pick driven right into his own mouth.
Man, that is brutal. Gold Digger hitting him in a good place right between the two sections of the robot, but he can't do anything.
TazBot with the lift.
Lifting, pushing,
driving,
separating, like a wonder bra.
Gold Digger in trouble near the pulverizer. Takes a shot from the pulverizer, but withstands.
Wow, I lost track of time. I was enjoying that so much. Well, that was all TazBot's fight. Give it up for Gold Digger, though, for hanging in there. Let's take a look at the replays. TazBot showing the strength of that lifting arm. Look at this. Gold Digger, not a light robot, getting him up there with that tooth, so effective.
And flipping him.
The three
Gold
judges
Digger's
at arena side have turned in a 38-7 decision for the red square, TazBot.
38-7. Ouch. Was it as bad as all that, Bill?
How about just some points for backbone and courage for Gold Digger? He was outslammed 9-0. TazBot got into a little hazard damage, but here's the smoking gun. 6 lifts and Gold Digger off the floor for more than a minute. Hard to score points when you're up in the air.
Well, no one cushions the blow like Tracy Bingham. She's with Gold Digger.
So did you have trouble controlling?
Didn't have any trouble controlling. The problem was that apparently I threw a chain and burned out one of the motors. Not necessarily in that order.
Good luck to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Up next, it's been called a marvel of engineering because of its name. Moe, M-O-E, goes up against heavyweight fixture Overkill when we return.
For more information on BattleBots and how you can enter a fighting robot in a BattleBots competition, log on to BattleBots.com.
This is the house that Bonds built, and this is the house that Satan built. The demons are all around us. Welcome back to BattleBots. Before the break, TazBot all over and all under Gold Digger. A crowd favorite moves on, and we've got another popular bot ready to get it on. Overkill, that's just ahead. But first, a peek at how robots are being used for more than just killing each other.
Yeah, that's right, Tim. The LA Sheriff's Department has a robot, but you won't find it in the battle box. Take a look at this. Weighing in at 190 pounds, 2 years old with 3 mounted cameras and a 12-gauge shotgun, meet the robotic pride of the Sheriff's Department.
This is Mini Andros 2, and its main purpose is to keep our deputies out of harm's way.
This bot barrels into danger so deputies don't have to. He knocks down doors and gives cops a visual on the bad guy.
Throw the gun out of the car. You got an active shooter inside. This is a lot safer sending the robot up to a barred door to breach it instead of sending a live body.
If you were to see any of these items outside in the field, then call the police.
You got a bomb in your backyard? Dial 911 and the bomb squad sends their 500-pound super heavyweight into action. Andros walks, talks, climbs stairs, and has 4 cameras for shooting explosive home movies.
It saves lives. Instead of one of us having to actually physically touch or handle a bomb, we use this robot to do that.
But the best thing about law enforcement robots is they're easier to drive than BattleBots.
A little bit of training, a little bit of effort, and anybody can run these.
Whoa! To protect and serve, 2 things our next combatants have no interest in whatsoever.
Exactly, Tim. These bots have the right to remain deadly. Now, Overkill hasn't had the success of his bigger brother, Minion. He's only 2-2 lifetime. But Christian Karlberg has passed driving duties of Minion onto his teammates, Brian Rowe, to devote more practice to Overkill. He says it's paid off. We'll see. From Cedar Falls, Iowa, Mo is 0-1 lifetime. He's changed his weapon from a spike to a spinning ditch cutter. Look for Mo to treat a few of these bots like Shemp.
Mark Biro's got the
Ladies and gentlemen,
intros.
This is a BattleBots elimination contest in the heavyweight division. The robot in red square woke up, got out of bed, dragged a steel blade across your head. Introducing Overkill.
Christian Carlberg knows how to use that blade. He is one experienced driver.
And in the blue square, his spinning ditch cutter strikes the fear of God into opponents and shop teachers alike. Please put what's left of your hands together for the marvel of engineering, Mo!
You can see on that ditch cutter there the Voodoo Overkill doll made by Neil Muzzy.
Brace yourself for the hideous screams. The box is locked. The lights are on. It's robot fighting time.
Overkill comes out with that big blade working already.
Overkill is never not working during a fight. Always moving, always slamming.
Overkill takes a shot for the kill
And there's our slam cam. You can see, get a feel for the speed that goes on inside the box. Overkill using that wedge, get the power drive. You think he's going to slam and he pushes you around, showing the power.
Overkill is driving Mo around this shop. Overkill using his wedge, driving Mo around this box. Wow, look at that blade coming down on him.
Oh, that ditch cutter can cause some damage.
Look at the maneuverability of Overkill.
Now you would think that that ditch cutter would do some damage to those big tires of Overkill. They're foam filled, nothing's gonna happen to them.
Overkill, a monster coming at you. He's taking him for a ride, and then he slams him with his blade.
The cutters on that blade run about 100 miles per hour. The Muzzies would actually like that running about 180. And you can see they stop. They stop right there when they hit Overkill.
Overkill against the wall. Overkill takes a shot from the kill saws, and you see the relentlessness of the Muzzy family in their robot Mo. But Mo is being pushed around again by Overkill.
And Overkill, that wedge, maybe a little too high. You think maybe he would get stuck in the spike strips. He just uses the blade to slam up against the Lexan to get himself out of there. There's a reason why that bot's been around a long time.
Mo, very tenacious, hitting Overkill up against the wall.
Oh, he was stuck in a seam.
The blade is relentless on Overkill. You can see the damage done to the front of Mo.
That's how Overkill wins fights. Hit and hit and hit and hit. That is all Overkill, though. That's all Overkill, pushing him around. 10 seconds left now.
Overkill with one last shot.
I can't wait to see the battle stats on this one. Let's take a look at the replay. Here we go, the effective wedge of Overkill, just throwing Mo around the box.
You see the tenaciousness of Mo. Keeps in there, keeps his nose in there, keeps spinning.
And there you see the power of the ditch cutter. Send him for a little ride.
In a 28-17 decision for the red square, Overkill.
Surprising to me. I thought it was much closer than that. Bill, give us some news.
Slams almost identical. Lifts dead even. Mo even shutting out Overkill and hazards. But this decision reflects weapon effectiveness. Mo's ditch cutter just ground to a halt every time there was contact. This isn't fencing now, people. This is about inflicting pain, and Overkill just dished it out more.
Let's go down to the floor.
Now let's talk about the voodoo factor then.
Yeah.
All right,
They had a little voodoo doll on the edge of their robot there.
we heard that they were using voodoo magic to beat us, so they had a little voodoo overkill that they had
I'll
pins
tell you
in.
what beats voodoo every time. A big knife. A
Yeah.
giant blade. I'll do it. All right, congratulations. You're moving on.
A big knife. Eloquent commentary you won't find anywhere else.
And more things you won't find anywhere else. The hit of the week, that's coming up, plus more heavyweight action. Never construct or operate a BattleBot without wearing your safety goggles, and always have proper supervision. Welcome back. We just saw number 11 seed Overkill get by Mo, and earlier, number 7 seeded TazBot applied a 38-7 whooping to number 10 Gold Digger. Up in the box now, still riding that victory high, TazBot's Donald Hudson is with our own Bill Dwyer.
Thanks a lot, Tim. And I'd like to thank my guest for coming out, Don Hudson. Don, TazBot to me defies description as any type of robot because he's got so many weapons. He's got the wedge on the back.
Yeah.
He's got his swinging, lifting arm.
Right.
And what else?
Well, there's shock-absorbing little feet that actually go around the perimeter of the robot, and that's actually the key to the robot. It's a little hidden defense.
See?
Right? And it's shock-absorbing, so it's like a crush zone. And
I didn't even know.
parts. Yeah.
I didn't even know about it. I'm glad you came up. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for being here. Don Hudson.
So TazBot advancing, and earlier we saw Overkill do the same. Now, should Overkill continue to kill, he'll face the winner of our next match, Bacchus versus number 3 ranked Voltronic. And how does Bacchus stack up against Voltronic?
He's last season's semifinalist from the Bay Area, Stephen Felk with number 3 ranked Voltronic. There are 1,173 screws holding Voltronic together. That's only about 5 fewer than are holding Stephen Felk together. Bacchus, not as streamlined a look as Voltronic, but hard to argue with 4 straight victories. The boys of Tau Beta Pi took 8 months to build this thing, but hey, it's harder to operate the lathe when you've got a 6-pack of Mickeys in you.
The time draws near to the box.
Introducing in the red square to my right, proof that killer robots can't be rehabilitated and set free in a civilized society. This is Voltronic.
Stephen Felk's record from the red corner, 9-0.
And in the
Look
blue
at where
square,
he's starting.
Think of the most terrifying nightmare you've ever had. Add a robot built to eat titanium like chiclets, and you get Bacchus.
Not a fast bot, only 5.5 miles an hour at top speed.
Are you ready? Red driver, ready, baby. Yeah. Blue driver, are you ready? Blue driver is ready.
The box is locked, the lights are on, it's robot fighting time.
Voltronic up and under Bacchus early.
How simple was that? Bacchus with way too much room underneath him. Not the kind of body wants to be fighting here.
Bacchus recovering. Bacchus driven onto the kill saws.
So powerful, the kill saws.
Now Bacchus pushing Voltronic toward the kill saws. Voltronic takes a shot, then Bacchus.
And Bacchus actually getting underneath Voltronic, exactly what he wants to do. Go at him from the side. Some good action. None quite as good as what's going on in Stephen Felk's corner. We mic'd him up. Let's listen in.
Under, okay, lift up, left, there we go. Can't drag this guy around a little bit here. I am having traction trouble.
He's grabbed on. That's all we see. They're in between the seam there.
Those are points right there.
Yeah, the old Voltronic having a little trouble flying around.
It's so easy now. He can drag him around.
Voltronic takes a shot from the ramrod. Bacchus very dangerously near the pulverizer. Pushing
Bacchus
down.
there. He's got his chin.
Oh! Voltronic takes a shot but survives.
Now it's time to do some moving.
Great power. Bacchus bringing the lifting arm into play, lifting Voltronic, tossing him up against the glass.
Get out of here. He's not got the other. I'm going to lose his trouble right now. Yeah. I think we can probably do
This fight is turned. This is all Bacchus now.
He's got Voltronic in the spikes, but now Voltronic is free and positioning himself. Oh, Bacchus up underneath that wedge.
Bach is showing some good driving skills against one of the best drivers in BattleBots.
Voltronic spinning his wheels, but he's got Bacchus up.
That spinner's right over the spinner. It's not helping him at all.
Voltronic near the pulverizer. He's got to be careful. Here's where driving comes into play. This is close.
I'm on pins and needles.
It's a game of inches.
Come on. Let me see some destruction. Something.
Voltronic trying to position Bacchus. Right now it looks like Turtle's mating.
A well-fought fight.
Great power.
This thing's just about over.
Well, when we come back, we'll find out if it was enough to put Voltronic over the edge to victory, plus the hit of the week.
Whoever thought a little bot like you could destroy my beautiful wickedness? TazBot with the deadlift, slapping Gold Digger with a robotic prenup, and that is our hit of the week.
Welcome back, everybody. We still have a little unfinished business before the break. We saw number 3 Voltronic slug it out with the rookie Bacchus. Who's moving on?
The 3
Let's find
judges
out.
at arena side have turned in a 25-20 decision for the red square, Voltronic.
Closer than Stephen Felt might like at this stage with Attorney Bill. Was this a 5-point fight?
I'll tell you, it might have even been a little generous for Bacchus. He outslams Voltronic, but ran into the hazards 11 times. Hit with the piston for 8 of those.
Let's go down to the floor.
But I want to ask you, you won, but you never really got control of the other BattleBots.
I'm just having major traction problems. This is his 12th victory overall, so I'm real proud of it. So,
Oh, really? Yeah, you are awesome.
Oh.
Awesome. You rock. You
Oh, well,
rock.
I don't know about that part, but thanks.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Tracy. Take care. Appreciate it.
Recapping this sweet night, it was Ramstein doing what Germans do best, inflicting pain, this time on the judge. Twin Paradox knocked out the number 1 middleweight dead blow. Greenspan lowered the rate on I-beam, and his stock soared in after-hours trading.
Then 3 heavyweights. TazBot, a 38-7 decision over Gold Digger. Overkill gave Mo his 2nd straight early tournament exit. And finally, Voltronic sweating it out, but pulling it out against Bacchus.
And in other action, the Super Heavies continue to rock the box. Gladiator taking Revision Z halfway to Oakland and all the way out of the tourney.
Then the lightweights. The Archduke was the latest bot to find out what Mecha Tenemushi means. Certain death. And Backlash shows Matt Fammer why he's ranked number 2. He'll move on to face Skidmore. Bill, there's more to come next time where the robotic forecast calls for gloom, doom, and scattered robot limbs. Perfect. For Randy and Jason Sklar, Tracy Bingham, and Bill Nye, I'm Tim Green.
And I'm Bill Dwyer. Remember, if you have a dispute and you can't work it out, don't take the law into your own hands. Take them into the battle box and let them get whacked by the pulverizer. See ya. For more about BattleBots, go to ComedyCentral.com.
You're watching Comedy Central. Nicolas Cage and Holly Hunter play house with someone else's bundle of joy in the Comedy Central movie, Raising Arizona. Next.